myEoffering allows you to access reports on the contributions received in a variety of ways. To begin running reports on the contributions, you first log into your administrator account. Next, click on the Reports tab. Here there's a drop-down of the 5 different types of reports you can run. Offerings is the most common one to select. You can then select the start and end dates for the time period you want to look at, or leave these dates blank for the entire history. You can also choose a donor to look specifically at, or not, which then allows you to view all the activity from your church. Lastly, you can specify the fund you are looking at, or look at all the funds at once. As you can see, there are many options on this page for the reports. For example, I could choose to look at one member's contributions for just 1 month, or I could look at all members' contributions for that month. I could do the same for the entire year. When you're ready, click Run Report. Your report will then be generated. In your report, the first column is the process date. It is the date the money is taken from the member's account. The next column is the completed date. It is the date the money enters your account. It will appear in the same day if it is credit card, and up to 6 business if it is ACH or from a checking account. The next column lists a transaction ID. The following is the fund where the contribution was directed towards. Following that, you will see the amount the member contributed with the fees incurred from the transaction. This is dependent on the type being either checking or credit card. To determine if the member paid the fee, the next column says yes or no, and the following column then reveals the amount that was taken from the member's account. If they paid the fees, the amount deducted would be more than the contribution they made. If they did not pay the fees, the debit or deducted amount is just the amount they contributed. For instance, 100 is 100, not 100 plus fees. The next column is the deposited amount, where you will see what you, the church, had deposited. So if the member paid the fees, the amount they contributed is the amount you receive. But if a member did not pay their fees, then the amount deposited will be the contribution less that amount of fees. For instance, the member who did not pay their fees and contributed $100 would allow, for example, $99.70 to be deposited in your account, versus the member who pays their fees and allows for the full 100 to be deposited in your account. The next column is the name of the donor, then their number if you input it, and the last is the status. This will correspond to that completed date column. If the transaction is still in process, it will say scheduled and will correspond back to the column saying it is not complete. myEoffering is an electronic giving platform that allows members the ability to give anytime, anywhere. It also allows for you to be able to run any reports you need. In future tutorials, we will showcase additional reporting options. For more information or any clarification, please reach out to our team at Church Budget.